No one really talks about the emotional effects that it takes on people who are in the helping field. Um, I have had a really emotional day today where for an hour and something, my emotions were down with my client. We're at right where they needed to be. And then the next phone call had me so high up in my spirits, like it was a totally different thing. And in between all of that, I found myself struggling. And to do the same work with both clients in two separate ways, one right after the other, without really having that time in between to process what happened in this person's story and what happened in this person's story, what each individual one is going through, and knowing where my boundary is of like what I can do and reassuring them. To go from having anxiety before making the call because you've already read the case notes to making the call and being down like you're crying right there alongside that client, to then having to hang up with no solutions that were going to 100% get this person to where they needed to be at that specific time, and then to make the next call to know that this client is going through something very, very similar, but their spirits about it are in a different place. Like they are both down, but like both of their emotions are totally opposite from each other. I ended up taking my lunch late so that way I could process all of this information, and I'm just sitting here with it, still having anxiety, still being upset about this client and in the dumps with this one, and then so happy for this other client for so many different reasons. And I just don't know what to do with all of that or what anyone does with all of that because I'm getting ready to leave for the day. And now I have to sit with each of these people's stories, and I don't know. I don't know. I just thought I would share that with you. I know there's so many professions out there where we take a lot of that home with us, even though we feel like, okay, at the end of the day, we're going home, but it doesn't leave us. I know I've talked about that prior in other videos, but today is definitely a trying day for me, so I thought I would just share that and to let anybody else know that they're not alone, maybe to see what other people do to cope with situations like that. Have a good day.